Hello friends, in today's lecture we will learn about the inverse Laplace transform. Okay, the inverse Laplace transform is nothing but the is like inverse operator. Okay, if we write Laplace, for example, I will write definition. If Laplace transform of the function f of t is equal to f of s, we say f of s is the Laplace transform of f of t. So f of t is the inverse Laplace transform of f of s. Okay, then f of t is said to be inverse Laplace transform of f of s, and we can write like this. We can take this operator for taking inverse. We write this f of t is equal to Laplace transform inverse of f of s. Okay, this f of t is called inverse Laplace transform of the function f of s. If Laplace transform f of t is f of s, then this f of t is called inverse Laplace transform of this f of s. Okay, this is the definition of inverse Laplace transform. For example, we know Laplace transform of e raised to power at is equal to 1 upon s minus a. This implies inverse Laplace transform of 1 upon s minus a is equal to e raised to power at. Okay? Because now f of t is e raised to power at, so f of t is equal to inverse of this f of s. Similarly, we know Laplace transform of sin at, okay, is equal to a upon s square minus a square. This means inverse Laplace transform of a upon s square minus a square is equal to sin of a. We also know the Laplace transform of t raised to power n is equal to t raised to power n upon is equal to n factorial upon s raised to power n plus 1. This implies inverse Laplace transform of, now transfer the same method to this sides. Okay, so we write inverse Laplace transform because we already want the function of s, so write 1 upon s raised to power n plus 1 is equal to, transfer the same pattern to here. Here Laplace transform now becomes here inverse Laplace transform. So here remains t raised to power n and n factorial goes to denominator. So this is equal to t raised to power n upon n factorial. This is the inverse Laplace transform of 1 upon s raised to power n plus 1. That is inverse Laplace transform of 1 upon s raised to power n will be equal to, what will be equal to 1 upon s raised to power n plus 1. Its inverse Laplace transform is t raised to power n upon n factorial. Here n plus 1, here n, here n. Now here is n. So inverse Laplace transform of 1 upon s raised to power 1 or 1 upon s raised to power n will be equal to t raised to power n minus 1 upon n minus 1 factorial, like this. This is the concept of inverse Laplace transform. Okay, so one important thing is you must have known, or you must keep in mind, the Laplace transform elementary function. Okay, if you know Laplace transform elementary function, you will be able to find Laplace transform of such functions. Okay, there are 2 and 3 methods of finding inverse Laplace transform. First, basic method is to use our table of Laplace transformation of elementary function. Okay, then second method of finding inverse Laplace transform, we will see later. It is the writing the equation in a partial fraction. Okay, but first method is to use the table of Laplace transform of elementary functions. Okay, now friends, we will find inverse Laplace transform of these two functions using our known formulae of Laplace transform of elementary functions. Okay. Now we will first find Laplace transform inverse Laplace transform of this function s square minus 3s plus 4 upon s cube. Okay. Now this is equal to, first we will try to separate the denominator. So s square upon s cube is 1 upon s minus 3s upon s cube means 3 upon s square plus 4 upon s cube. Okay. So inverse Laplace transform of this function is nothing but the inverse Laplace transform of this function. Okay. So Laplace inverse of s square minus 5s plus 4 upon s cube is equal to inverse Laplace transform of this 1 by s minus 3 by s square plus 4 by s cube. And keep in mind one thing, as we have already seen, Laplace transform is linear. Similarly, inverse Laplace transform function also has a linearity property. Okay, so Laplace inverse of these three functions is nothing but the Laplace inverse of this function minus Laplace inverse of this function plus Laplace inverse of this function. Okay, so this is equal to Laplace inverse of 1 by s minus Laplace inverse of 3 by s square. Only 3 is constant, we can take it outside. Okay, so minus 3 into Laplace inverse of 1 by s square plus 4 is constant, we can take outside. Laplace inverse of 1 by s cube. Now here we have to use our basic formula of inverse Laplace transform. Okay, we have seen already that Laplace transform or Laplace inverse of 1 by s to the power n, we have seen the formula is equal to t raised to the power n minus 1 upon n minus 1 factorial. Okay, so we see this formula already. So here 1 by s, so n is equal to 1, and we also know that Laplace transform of 1 is 1 by s. So Laplace inverse of 1 by s is 1. Or you can use also this formula. Put n is equal to 1. So t raised to the power 1 minus 1, t raised to the power 0 is 1 upon 0 by factorial means 1. 1 by 1 is 1. So Laplace inverse of 1 by s is 1. So this is equal to 1 minus 3 into Laplace inverse of 1 by s square is here n is equal to 2. So t raised to the power 2 minus 1. So t raised to the power 1. That is t upon 2 minus 1 factorial. Okay, 2 minus 1 is 1, or factorial is 1 upon t upon 1, that is only t. So minus 3t plus 4 as it is. Laplace inverse of 1 by s cube. Put n is equal to 3. T raised to the power 3 minus 1. So t square 4 into t square upon 3 minus 1 factorial, that is 2 factorial, that is 2 upon 2. Put 2 in numerator 4, 2 to the 2. So we can write this as plus 2 t square. This is the inverse Laplace transform of this function s square minus 5s plus 4 upon s cube. For cross check, you can take Laplace transform of this, you will get this value. Verify. Laplace transform of 1 is always equal to 1 by s, so 1 by s minus 3 into Laplace transform of t. Laplace transform of t raised to the power n always equal to n factorial upon s raised to the power n plus 1. T raised to the power 1. So what will write in the numerator? Only 1 upon s raised to the power n plus 1. N is 1. 1 plus 1, 2. 1 upon s square. Reality is only. Similarly, 2 into Laplace transform of t square. Okay. So here again Laplace transform of t raised to the power n is n factorial upon. So n factorial means 2 factorial. 2 factorial is 2. 2 into 2, 4 upon s raised to the power n plus 1. Here n is 2. 2 plus 1. So s is power. Okay. So this is the inverse Laplace transform of this function is equal to this. Okay. This is the inverse Laplace transform of this function. Now we will solve this. We will try this function in terms of the function or elementary function that we have seen. The function whose formula of Laplace transform is known, such that we can simplify this. Okay. We have to write this function in a such a way that we are able to find the inverse Laplace transform easily. Okay, that is we have to convert this into the function to which we know the formula of inverse Laplace transform. Okay, now you can check that s upon s raised to power 4 minus a raised to power 4 can be written as 1 upon twice a square. Okay, in bracket s upon s square minus a square minus s upon s square plus a square. Now this is the Laplace transform of some function, elevated function, s upon s square minus a square. This is also Laplace transform of some elevated function. For this purpose, we are write this and check this subtraction divided by twice a square. You will get this. You can verify easily. I will write this other extra steps in this corner. Okay, to verify that these are the equal. Now check s into s. First multiplication will take s into s square plus a square, s square plus a square, okay, minus s into s square minus a square upon s square minus a square plus a square minus b square, a square plus b square. So a raised to power 4 minus b raised to power 4. Okay, so there is no problem in the denominator. Denominator is equal to s raised to power 4 minus a raised to power 4, and here 1 upon twice a square. Now do this solution. There is no problem in the denominator. Here s into s square, s cube minus s into s square, s cube. S cube minus s cube get cancelled. S into a square minus plus s into a square. So this is nothing but the numerator become 2 times s a square. Okay, upon this twice a square. Twice a square into s raised to power 4 minus a raised to power 4. Twice a square get cancelled. So remain only s upon s raised to power 4 minus a raised to power 4. So s upon s raised to power 4 minus a raised to power 4. So this is okay. Okay. Why we get the idea of doing this? Here it is a raised to power 4 minus a raised to power 4. So we know the formula like a square minus b square, a minus b, a plus b. So here a square minus b square, a plus a square plus b square. Okay. Only this term was extra in the numerator. So we are divided by 1 upon twice a square. Okay. So you get the idea why I write this like this. Okay. Now inverse Laplace transform of this function, nothing but the inverse Laplace transform of this function. Okay. So inverse Laplace transform of s upon s raised to power 4 minus a raised to power 4 is equal to 1 upon twice a square is constant. So inverse Laplace transform of s upon s square minus s upon s square plus a square. Okay. Now here 1 upon twice a square it is. Again we will use linearity property. So inverse Laplace transform of s upon s square minus a square minus inverse Laplace transform of s upon s square plus a square. Now we know the formula. Okay. What are the two formulas? Laplace transform of the Laplace transform of cos at is s upon s square plus a square, and Laplace transform of cos h at is s upon s square minus a square. Okay. This means inverse Laplace transform of s upon s square minus a square is cos h at. So inverse Laplace transform of s upon s square minus a square is cos h at. Okay. Cos h at minus inverse Laplace transform of s upon s square plus a square. The Laplace transform cos at is s upon s square plus a square. So inverse Laplace transform of s upon s square plus a square is cos at. Okay. So minus cos. This is the answer for inverse Laplace transform of s upon s raised to power 4 minus a raised to power 4. Okay. Friends, now we will see how we find inverse Laplace transform using the method of partial fraction. Okay. You may have learned about the method of partial fraction. Okay. Now this is the function we have here. We want to find its inverse Laplace transform. Now this can be written as s square minus 6 upon here s we can take common, so s into, so this become s square, this become 4s and this become 3 because 1s has taken common outside. Okay. Now this is the second degree polynomial, s square plus 4s plus 3. Okay, and you can check these have two roots. This can be written as the product of two factors. Okay, or look, I will write here for of calculation. This is s square. Okay, now this is 4s, so we can write this as like minus 1s minus 3s plus 3. Okay, you know the method of finding roots also, that minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac square root upon by say you will get two roots. Okay, so here we can take s common, so s square minus s, so s into s minus 1 minus, here also we can take 3 common, minus also taken outside, so this become s and this become minus 1. Okay, so this is equal to s minus 1 is common, so and one factor is s minus. Okay, this is equal to again, so now here plus 4. Okay, so we have to take addition also, so yes because here is plus 4s, so s plus 3s is s square as it is plus s plus 3s plus 3s plus s 4s upon as it is. Okay, so we can take here one common. Okay, so factor is s plus 1 is common and other factor is s plus 3, so s plus 1 and s plus 3. Okay, so this polynomial is equal to s plus 1 s plus 3, that is minus 1 and minus 3 are the roots of this equation. Okay, these are the rough calculations, you know how to find this root. Okay, so this is equal to s square minus 6 upon this s as it is into s plus 1 s plus 3. This is 7. This is our f of s. We have to find inverse Laplace transform. Okay, now this is our f of s. Okay, now we will try to write this as a partial fraction, that is this is equal to some a upon this factor s, some b upon this factor s plus 1 plus c upon this factor s plus 2. Now we will do this addition. To do addition, we have to make the denominator same. Okay, for that purpose we will multiply and divide this factor by s plus 1 s plus 3. Okay, we will multiply this factor by s multiply and divide by s and s plus 3, and this last factor by multiply and divide by s and s plus 1, so that denominator for each term become s into s plus 1 into s plus 3. So this is equal to multiply and divide by this fraction, multiply and divide by s plus 1 into s plus 3. Okay, so we get a into s plus 1 into s plus 3, divided also by s plus 1 s plus 3, so it is s as it is s plus 1 s plus 3 plus multiply b by s and s plus 3 and also divided by s and s plus 3, s plus 1 as it is, this s plus 1 as it is, this s plus 3. Okay, so that s and s get cancelled, s plus 3 s plus 3 get cancelled, so b upon s plus 1 as it is. Here also a by s as it is, because these two factors get cancelled, so we are making some adjustment. Okay, here also now s plus 3 already is a factor, so multiply and divide by s into s plus 1, so c into s plus 1 s plus 3 as it is. Okay, you have multiply by s into s plus 1, so divide by s into s plus 1. Okay, so I will write s first, then s plus 1 and then s plus 2. Now see, denominator is same. Okay, but this equation is important. Okay, so s square minus 6 upon s into s plus 1 s plus 1 into s plus 3 is equal to this. Now denominator is same, so we have this implies s square minus 6 upon s into s plus 1 into s plus 3 is equal to, this is our partial fraction. Okay, is equal to, now denominator is same, so we can write single denominator, and in numerator there is a into s plus 1 into s plus 3 plus b into s plus 3 plus c into s into s plus 1 upon s into s plus 1 into s plus. Okay. Now what next? Now here remember s plus 1 s plus 3 s plus 1 s plus 3 it get cancelled, so we have s square minus 6 numerator is equal to this value a into s plus 1 into s plus 3 plus b into s plus 3 plus c into s plus 1. Okay. S plus 1. Now we have to find value of a and b and c to put here. Okay. So to get value of a, these two values must be get cancelled. What is the common factor here? Here is yes, here is yes, here there is no yes. So put s is equal to 0. So these two get cancelled. Okay. Put s is equal to, this implies put s is equal to 0. So minus 6 is equal to a into s is equal to 0. 0 plus 1 is 1. 0 plus 3 is 3. 3 into 1 is 3. 3 into a is 3. Okay. So we get 3a is equal to minus 6. That is a is equal to minus 2. Now to get b, this and this term must be get cancelled. So common factor is s plus 1. So put s is equal to minus 1. Put s is equal to minus 1. Then what we get? Minus 1 square is plus 1. 1 minus 6 is minus 5. This implies minus 5 is equal to, here s is equal to minus 1. This becomes 0. So this total factor becomes 0. This also becomes 0. Here put s is equal to minus 1. So b minus 1 plus 3, 2 into minus 1 minus 2. We get b is equal to, so b into minus 2. So this implies b is equal to 5 by 2. 5 by. Now put, we have to maintain this value and these two vectors must be get 0. What is common? S plus 3. So put s is equal to minus 3. So minus 3 square is 9 minus 6 is 3. This implies 3 is equal to, now this get cancelled because minus 3 plus 3 0. Minus 3 plus 3 0. There is no s plus 3. So put s is equal to minus 3. So c into minus 3. Minus 3 plus 1. Minus 3 plus 1 is minus 2 into minus 3. So plus 6. So 6 into c. Okay. So c into 6. This implies c is equal to 3 by 6, that is 1 by 2. So we get value of a, b and c. So using the equation star. Okay. So star equation implies that s square minus 6 upon s into s plus 1 into s plus 3 is equal to a by s. What is a by s? A is minus 2. So minus 2 by s plus b by s plus 1. B is 5 by 2. So 5 by 2 into 1 upon s plus 1 and c is 1 by 2. So we get 1 by 2 into 1 upon s plus 2. Now Laplace inverse of this, nothing but the Laplace inverse of this. Okay. So inverse Laplace transform of s square minus 6 upon this, nothing but the inverse Laplace transform of this. So Laplace inverse of s square minus 6 upon s into s plus 1 into s plus 3 is equal to inverse Laplace transform of this plus this plus this. So minus 2 times inverse Laplace transform of 1 by s. What is the inverse Laplace transform of 1 by s? Is 1. So minus 2. Because we know Laplace transform of 1 is 1 by s. So inverse Laplace transform of 1 by s is 1. Okay. Then 5 by 2 as it is into inverse Laplace transform of 1 upon s plus 1. We know Laplace transform of e raised to power at value is equal to 1 upon s minus a. Here 1 upon s plus 1, that is 1 upon s minus minus 1. This implies this is nothing but e raised to power minus t. Why? Because Laplace transform of e raised to power at is 1 upon s minus a. But here s plus 1, so minus of minus 1, that is a must be equal to minus 1. If a is equal to minus 1, so s minus minus 1 is s plus 1. So a must be equal to minus 1. This must be equal to e raised to power minus t. Put e raised to minus plus 1 by 2. Again here 1 upon s plus 3. So its inverse Laplace transform is e raised to power minus 3. So this is the inverse Laplace transform of this, that is of this. And how we do it? By using the partial fraction method. Okay. So this is the method of partial fraction for finding inverse Laplace transform. Okay. So thank you.